were there any other credible leads that you've investigated that led you to anybody else beside Alex Murdaugh?
Not credible, no, sir.
Did you follow up with every lead that came in on this case, social media or otherwise?
Yes, we did.
The lead SLED investigator, David Owen, took the stand today in the Alex Murdaugh double murder trial. He reviewed the third and final interview Alex gave to SLED. It's the first time we have seen and heard that interview. Tara Jabor is live outside the Colleton County Courthouse with more. Tara?
Katie, it was a lengthy video, over an hour and a half long. At some points, Alex Murdaugh was crying. Other points, he had his arms crossed and he was just staring straight ahead. Now, this interview was on August 11th of 2021 at the SLED office in Walterboro. Alex Murdaugh was there along with Corey Fleming, Alex's friend and former attorney, Agent Owens, and another SLED agent. Now, they went over a number of things, like the timeline of Alex's whereabouts on the day of the murder and weapons and etc. But at the end of the interview, Alex was asked if he committed the crime. Here's that conversation.
Did you kill Maggie?
No. Did I kill my wife?
Yes, sir.
No, David.
Do you know who did?
No, I do not know who did.
Did you kill Paul?
No, I did not kill Paul.
Do you know who did?
No, sir, I do not know who did. Do you think I killed Maggie?
I have to go where the evidence and the facts
I
take me.
understand that.
And what has happened over the last year and a half, 2 years, is, as you explained, you've been unable to get him out of the circle. Isn't that right?
That is correct.
So if someone's in the circle and can't get themselves out, they end up sitting over there where he is today. That's what happens. Isn't that right?
As long as there's credible evidence to keep them in that circle, yes.
In that third interview, Alex was asked about two videos, both on Paul Murdaugh's phone. Now, coming up tonight at 6, our investigative reporter, Ann Emerson, she'll walk us through those two videos and what Alex said. She'll also tell us about discrepancies that both sides say they found. Working for you live in Walterboro, Tara Jabor, ABC News 4.
All right, thank you, Tara. One big issue in the trial was decided this morning. The question, would Alex Murdaugh's botched assisted suicide be allowed as evidence in this murder case?
And I believe this, as I stated, will be a bridge too far. It does not meet the logical relevancy test. I agree with the defense that it would be admissible, perhaps, if the trial was a trial on the financial theft issues, but not on the murder. So I grant the motion to exclude this evidence at this time.
And tonight, hear from former State Attorney General Charlie Condon's take on today's courtroom drama. Look for Unsolved South Carolina wherever you listen to your podcasts. And it's one of the top 40 true crime podcasts on Apple.
On August 11th of 2021, after this interview, during this interview, did you consider Alex Murdaugh a suspect in the death of his son and his wife?
He was the only known suspect at that time, yes.
And that day, was the case transferred from Solicitor Duffy Stone to Attorney General Alan Wilson with the South Carolina Attorney General's office?
Yes, it was.
Inconsistencies come to light in August, according to SLED agents, at first problems in the timeline of Alex's alibi.
But on cross, the defense came back swinging with issues in SLED's own investigation. Our investigative reporter, Ann Emerson, is live at the Colleton County Courthouse tonight. Ann?
Well, today, the lead SLED agent in this case took the stand. He told the jury that in August 2021, the defendant was confronted with these facts that kept him in the circle as the suspect. Now, the defense shot back today and said that's because he was the only real suspect they ever had.
One thing that I'm trying to understand is your timeline.
At SLED's office on August 11, 2021, the
office
defendant was confronted about the night of the murders.
Give it.
At the time, this kennel video on Paul's phone is still locked. But agents had spoken with Rogan Gibson, who says he talked to Paul that night. Rogan said he heard Alex's voice and put him at the kennel within minutes of the murders, according to SLED.
Rogan Gibson asked me if I was up there. He said he thought it was me.
Was it you?
At 9 o'clock?
Yes, sir.
No, sir. Not if my times are right.
Who do you think it could have been?
I have no idea.
And then there's this Snapchat video from the same night.
Better than it was, ain't it?
Taken a little more than an hour before the murders, where Alec was wearing different clothes.
When I met you that night, you were in shorts and a t-shirt. At what point in that evening did you change clothes?
I'm not sure. It would have been
Before dinner or after dinner?
But the defense noted SLED only collected the t-shirt and shorts Alec was wearing after he called 911, not the clothes in that video.
At no time prior to August the 11th, 2021, did you ask Alex Murdaugh, where's that blue shirt? Where are those khaki pants? Where are those shoes? Did you?
No, sir, I did not.
And in fact, the SLED agent testified that the Colleton County grand jury who indicted the defendant on these murder charges were told wrongly that the white t-shirt collected from Alec had human blood on it.
Didn't you state that an expert found multiple particles of blood spatter on the shoulders and front of Alec's shirt? Isn't that correct?
Yes.
And is that what you told the Colleton County grand jury?
Yes.
However, what SLED and this expert out in Oklahoma overlooked is Agent Zapata's confirmatory blood testing, about which she testified earlier in this trial, that out of 74 cuttings from Alex's t-shirt, 0 tested positive for human blood.
Well, and in other news, we had another courtroom cliffhanger at the end of today. The judge has reversed his decision on allowing that roadside shooting information to come out on that and to testify in front of the jury. That's about that Labor Day shooting involving Alex Murdaugh as well as his alleged co-conspirator, Curtis Eddie Smith. We don't know if that means if Eddie Smith will be taking the stand yet, but we'll keep you up to date. We'll have more on this story at 7 o'clock.